Good evening, Mel.
Good evening.
Mel, a trip to Folkestone postponed at the weekend, but Chatham came up on Tuesday. A narrow defeat when the safe penalty might have rescued a third 1-1 draw against decent opposition. How did you see the match?
I think we deserve more than the point, to be brutally honest. We're a team at the moment that's become difficult to beat, as we were again on Saturday, difficult to play against, and we are a team now that's creating chances. Unfortunately, we haven't yet crossed the bridge of actually taking our chances, and I think against Dulwich and on Tuesday night you saw again the reality is we deserve more from the game than we got. Having said deserves is probably a strong word, because you've got to score your goals to deserve it, but we create enough chances to win Tuesday, and we created more than enough chances to win on Saturday. So we keep working, we keep going, we keep trying to create the chances, and we're working with the lads on the finishing and the way they finish. At the moment there's an edge to them because they're, they want to win so badly and they're snatching at their chances rather than relaxing and trusting their technique. So we'll keep working with them and keep being positive with them and step forward.
You trusted the youngsters in your squad again to cover for injuries, and you've done it previously. They're starting to make the matchday squads on merit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've got a small squad, 19 players, of which at the moment I've got a few injuries. I don't sign anyone and don't intend to play them. So if I sign them and we get injuries, I'll play them. That's the whole idea. We've got to appeal to the younger players. Younger players got to want to come and play for us. See a chance of getting into the first team and progressing their careers to whatever level they can get to. And we've got to become a training ground for them that they can come in and think, well, this is well coached, well organised, and I want to play in the National League or League Two. This is a good stepping stone for me, because that enables us to get them on and makes it sustainable. So yes, I'll give youngsters a chance. The good ones come in, they listen, they learn, and they'll get a chance. They're going to make mistakes, they're young lads, but ultimately the ones you want and the ones that stay around are the ones that learn from their mistakes. And certainly we've got young Finn, who's doing very, very well, and he's learning every single game. Our striker, Uko's only 18 years old, and then we've got an 18-year-old centre-half who's chucked in on Tuesday because the other centre half, Charlie, pulled out 12:30 that afternoon, and he came in, hadn't trained with us, and acquitted himself very, very well. So yeah, I mean, you've got to give these youngsters a chance. That people say, oh, they haven't got the experience. Well, the only way they get experience is if you're brave enough to play them.
We're not expecting to see Nathaniel, Sol or Sam anytime soon with long-term injuries, but how are Darian and Alex shaping up?
Well, Alex, all being well, should be back certainly for Tuesday next week. I'm hoping for Saturday. We'll see how he goes tonight. He'll start training tonight. We'll see how he feels. Nathaniel will be mid-January next year. And Darian, again, it's a hamstring, so we'll be careful with it. It's not a bad hamstring. These things sometimes take two weeks, 3 weeks, but we'll manage it every week. He's in with the physio now as we speak. And I'll get an update and we'll go from there. So he won't be long, but too long as far as I'm concerned.
And is Jack Munn's getting his match levels back?
Yeah, Jack's getting there, working. He's very good, Jack, in around the dressing room as well as on the pitch. So we've got to establish a nice passing style of football, which we're trying to do, and that will bring Jack into the team. So he's working hard, working on his fitness, and contributing very, very well. So we're very pleased with him.
Saturday takes us to Horsham. Another challenging opponent on their 3G. Always tight matches in recent times. 3 wins each from the last 6. Should we expect another tight encounter?
Well, I hope so. I mean, they're a very, very good side. I mean, I've done my prep already, watched them play their last couple of games, watched their games, and they are a very, very good team. There's some very good players, move the ball well, very well coached. You can see they're very well coached as a team, and they'll be formidable on their own pitch. We'll go there, we'll put a game plan in place, which we always do. We're well prepped, and we'll do what we can to make it as difficult for them as we have done everybody else, and hopefully still continue to create chances.
I look forward to it. I'll be at that one. Finally, Mel, following on from the Horsham match, we go straight into another league match, Bowers and Pitsea on Tuesday. That clearly impacts your preparations, not having a training session in between. What sort of things do you as a manager prioritise to make sure the squad are fully equipped?
Well, first and foremost, when you coach, the one thing I do is I coach a general. So we coach a certain way of playing, a certain style, certain shapes. When we play this shape, this is how we play it. When we play that shape, that's how we play it. So we're general coaching rather than specific on most of our sessions. We then do a little bit on the opposition, but ultimately the shapes we practice will just fit in against whoever we're playing. So if I want to play 4-4-2, I can, 4-4-1-1, whatever I want to do, I can change, and the lads understand the changing. So when we've got a Saturday, Tuesday, I don't have to go through a lot of prep in terms of how we're going to play in terms of shape. It's more about their set pieces, their restarts, our set pieces, our restarts. I do a Zoom call with the other coaches on a Monday night, every Monday night if we have a Tuesday game. And then when the players come in a little bit earlier, we sit down and we go through. I normally pull them in small groups and go through video footage or anything I want to do prior to the kickoff. And we work that way. So rather than a whole team meeting, I just do it individual groups, front line, midfield, whatever I feel is necessary. So we get as much information as we can into them, but in terms of general play, they understand if we go to this shape, this is how it works. If we go to that shape, that's how it works. So opposition is irrelevant in terms of shape because what we do doesn't change.
Cool. Thanks very much for your time, Mel. Another video session coming up, I hear.
Yes, we've got a video session now. So here we go.
We'll let you go and prep for that. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thank you.